Another lawsuit claiming that realtors illegally fix their commissions. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is January 11th, so that's Thursday of 2024. Another lawsuit has kind of come up. This is a topic that we've discussed on the channel quite a few times now, so you're probably getting bored of it, but actually I think this is a really interesting example of what is going on across the US right now. The Sitzer Burnett trial was a trial against the National Association of Realtors and other affiliated organizations. This basically was saying it was launched in Kansas City, was saying that price collusion was happening. The NAR was recommending brokerages and agents to offer these properties at 5 to 6% commission, and then saying that that would be split between a buyer and seller's agent, effectively fixing the price of the commission in a transaction. Now, they won that deal, which was a $1.8 billion decision in the case against the National Association of Realtors. And I've just seen that there is another lawsuit which has been launched against the biggest brokerage in Chicago, so another market within the US, which is claiming that At Properties, a newer brokerage actually that I hear a lot about. I've followed some realtors in social media who are part of this brokerage, and a buyer in Chicago is claiming that there was a conspiracy that perpetuates anti-competitive measures when he bought a property, I believe in 2018. So the guy's name is James Tuccori, and he alleges that At Properties, which is a Christie's international real estate brokerage, is using its dominant market position to uphold a controversial commission structure detrimental to home buyers. The lawsuit is one of many that have actually come out, which are what you would call as copycat lawsuits after this $1.8 billion jury award that happened in October 2023. Now, I've spoken about this and whether this is going to change the industry. I've always worked in the US for the last 7, almost 8 years now, in a situation where it is a given that if you are listing a property, it is normally 5%. Sometimes at a lower price point, you're charging 6%, and a higher price point, maybe over 10 million in Los Angeles, you're charging 4% to a seller. That is split 50-50 between a buyer and a seller's agent, and there isn't really any competition on the prices. It's not, oh, this agent's going to do it for 3%, this agent's come in and said they're going to do it for 2. The National Association of Realtors, which is effectively almost like a group that you pay a fee to every single year, is kind of colluding on prices, or that's what they've said. And so this person who bought a house in 2018, Mr. Tuccori, he spent $785,000. He's basically said that this is the situation and that he is now suing them, saying that they've colluded on prices and made his transaction more expensive than it should have been. So I've heard about a lot of these copycat lawsuits, and I think that because of that judgment, we're going to see more and more. Obviously, this was a lawsuit 5-6 years ago, so it's a long time ago, which means that any person really looking at this who bought a property and was involved in a NAR-backed brokerage, or a brokerage that it was a member of the NAR, is going to be potentially launching a lawsuit. Now, I don't know how that will play out. I mean, if every single person that bought a house in the US, most brokerages are part of the NAR, and so I don't know whether that means that every single buyer in the US is going to launch a lawsuit against these different brokerages. Basically, what the At Properties have turned around and said is that they have launched the lawsuit against the wrong party. So it makes no specific allegation that At Properties was or involved in any such activities. And so effectively, I think they're passing the blame onto the NAR as opposed to them as a personal brokerage. That $1.8 billion judgment, I don't know how that would be divided up, whether that is all going to that Sitzer Burnett situation, or that is going to be paid out in different agreements and settlements within different transactions such as this, or whether effectively every single buyer is going to go after different organizations, different brokerages, and try and take money or sue them for a situation that apparently was not beneficial to them. So guys, I will try and again keep you updated on this. I don't think we'll have reports on every single copycat transaction that is going on, but this one was interesting because it's obviously in a completely different market. It's based off that judgment that we've seen, and obviously we're probably going to see quite a few more of these. If this person does win out against App Properties, it's going to set a very interesting precedent, and it's going to mean that a lot of brokerages, I think, are going to be in difficult situations. It may seem like a lot of brokerages may go under, and you may see kind of a rise of these big companies coming in. I've spoken about this in the UK, how it works, who are going after volume and are competing on commission, offering lower commission amounts on each transaction. So it's going to be interesting. I obviously am an agent. I work in this market, so I'm paying very close attention to how this plays out, and I'll give you my opinion along the way. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow, Friday, with another video. And if you'd like to give me your attention, I'd really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment down below of what you think about this, and we will go forward with more updates. Thank you so much. Goodbye.